Hi,
Hi.
welcome to Jerez.
It's jobless James
Yeah.
and lazy Leslie.
Yeah, there you go.
Today is Wednesday, January 22nd. We made our last video a week ago, and we've had a very boring week until this morning. There's a power outage on Calle Pavon, which is our street.
And maybe more.
Who knows where, but we have
Trucks everywhere.
trucks everywhere. All of our across the street neighbors have been out all morning talking, people hanging out their windows. So
Workers that don't know what they're doing.
look at things and walk away.
Yeah, everybody seems confused. Power's not all the way out. It's just weak. You can't really use it, but you can heat water.
At one point we could heat water.
Yeah.
The lights flash if you turn them on.
Internet's still working.
Thank God.
And, well, we have data from the phone too.
Oh yeah. So that's our exciting morning so far, which are probably the most exciting thing that's happened all week. I have notes, so I'm going to look. So on Wednesday the 15th, the day we made our last video, was the day we didn't have water when we woke up.
So power outage, water outage.
I guess it's Wednesday. What'll be next week? I don't know.
The Spanish infrastructure.
Yeah, we're definitely learning Spanish lifestyle. So last Wednesday, we'll just kind of go day by day. I made notes because the days run together and we can't remember anything. Our main thing we did that day, well, we did laundry, but we went to a really big grocery store called Carrefour, which we have one like a 5-minute walk away, and it's pretty big. We can get everything we need there, but this one is like the superstore, which had groceries, electronics, clothes, a little hardware section,
automobile section, food. Yeah, it's everything.
Gigantic. So we probably spent 2 hours in there. I don't know how long. It was a very
Probably.
long time, and it's almost 2 miles away, maybe.
Yeah.
1.7, something like that. So we ended up not really buying a whole bunch of stuff. We thought we were going to load up, and we had our backpacks, so that we only bought a little bit of stuff.
That's all we needed.
Yeah, that's all we needed. And then, then we found Mercadona that day, I guess, the other grocery store.
We do a lot of grocery stores.
We're in a grocery store
every
day, at least once, if
except
not
for now they're closed on Sunday. So.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that.
Okay.
And then we went to the train station and the bus station because we want to go to Gibraltar. We wanted to go to Cadiz. I forgot we want to go to Rhoda, maybe.
Yeah.
So those require trains and buses that we weren't really sure about. So we just went
to figure it out.
To play with the machine, to read the bus schedules, which are very confusing.
The local bus is very confusing.
Bus is very confusing. Nothing's in English. Nothing's very clear. There's a zone system for pricing, so we figured out how much things might cost to get to like Rhoda, where there's a military base, but I don't know if we'll be brave enough. We're running out of time too.
Yeah. You can't take a train there, can you?
No.
We'll see.
So that was,
but the bus system isn't easy for anybody because you asked online, right?
Yeah, but that's not the local bus.
That's different than
local. So you have a local bus system which runs around the town, which I actually reached out into a Facebook forum trying to figure out how to use it, and an expat that's been here since October says it's very difficult, so we just need to walk everywhere. And then there's the further distance buses that might go, hour trips. But you have to go to the actual bus station to get those tickets.
Yeah, very confusing.
And you would have to talk to a person.
Yeah.
Who I'm sure does not speak English at all.
Maybe a little bit, but we'll say they don't.
So that was a really thrilling day last Wednesday.
They're all like that.
Yeah. And then Thursday, 16th, we went on another fact-finding mission, and this was to learn about the local bus. So I thought, well, before I reached out to the forum, I'm like, we'll go to the tourist office in our little town that is only open till like
9 to 12 or something.
9 to 2, something like that. And only during the week, so it's not open on the weekends when actual tourists may come. We walked in, and there was a young person working, so I thought for sure, we're good. And then I asked her, habla inglés, and she said,
sí. Which wasn't a good start.
Which is not a good start. Typically, if you ask someone, they switch to English right away, and she answered in Spanish, and we started asking about the local bus system, which she was taking as the more long distance buses originally, I think.
Yeah.
And I was about ready to give up, and then somehow we got to her understanding that it was the local bus, but she
couldn't help.
She couldn't help.
She didn't understand what we were saying, and she was kind of like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Yeah.
So we left there not knowing. We do know that you have to probably pay cash to the bus driver. There are a bunch of different lines. There's some type of app, but there's no, our problem is figuring out what line we need to be at, because it doesn't show a map of laying it out over the city. It just, just lists where they're going. Well, we don't know where those stops are, so we may leave here never riding the local bus.
I imagine so.
And we can walk everywhere. It's not that hard.
And then Thursday was the most exciting day.
Oh no, Thursday we just did a scoping mission.
Oh, but we walked forever.
Yeah.
To the Indian restaurant.
We wanted to see where the Indian restaurant was.
Oh, that was just where we didn't
Yeah,
go
we
there.
scoped it out.
Yeah, we walked all the way out there.
Just
and then
see how far it was, because we wanted Indian food, but we couldn't figure out the bus system. And my belly doesn't always agree with eating out, so I couldn't eat there and then walk 1.7 miles back. So we walked out there just to see how far it was. It's 1.7 miles.
it's a long ways.
It's a long ways. And then we saw it. We smelled it. It was lunchtime.
We sat outside.
We sat outside. We didn't eat anything.
And then you left out. We went on to another store.
We did.
A giant store.
El Cortez
Yeah,
Inglés.
same deal, just without groceries, but everything else.
It's like a giant department store. We couldn't locate the bathroom.
Yeah, they don't like to advertise bathrooms.
No.
They never do. And I mean, I guess as small as the cup sizes are,
No one
you
has to go.
just don't have to pee, and you learn that you do not pee in public.
Well,
I mean, occasionally you can find them, but they're just
like the grocery stores have bathrooms, which
it's
we
shocking.
have not found in other cities. So that's surprising, and I don't know if that's because it's not
a
a tourist city, but
yeah, there are more available, but they have a giant department store like that with no visible bathroom on the sign. That's just typical Europe, though.
and I haven't had to pay for a bathroom because even like the train station and the bus stations do have bathrooms, and normally in a bigger city you would probably have to pay like €1 to use the bathroom, and they're not paying toilets. They're not kept up really well, but carry toilet paper with you, which is what I
No, you can wash your hands, but no way to dry them. Usually the dryer's broken.
sometimes no soap.
Sometimes
And the water's
it's-
cold, you never have hot water.
Yeah.
So we went to that department store, and then we had to walk home, which then at that point was about 2.5, 3 miles from there.
Yeah, took forever. That was a
really
big long walk.
And then we went to the grocery store again, and we made hamburgers that night.
You love those.
Not.
Leslie spit it out into a napkin.
It was not good.
But that's just a meat issue.
Yeah.
You're selective.
I am a selective eater, especially meat products.
Yeah. That's it.
So then we get to Friday. Really, we had a very
Boring week.
boring week.
And we went to the Indian food.
Yeah, we walked back again.
And got it to go.
1.7 miles at lunch and ordered it.
And smelled it the whole way back.
Walked back 1.7 miles.
I don't remember what I got.
Chicken.
Madras.
Yeah, and I got
I got sheep or
lamb.
Madras.
I had my standard chicken tikka masala. We had garlic naan. We had rice. We had pakora.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It's not
It's
what
not
we're
our
used to.
food.
Yeah, but I ate it.
Yeah,
And I
it's
didn't
probably better
complain.
than Spanish food.
Yeah, we still haven't had Spanish food, so
And
we don't know.
they spoke English like we
They did
knew they
speak
would.
English, yeah, which was great.
Indian people always speak English.
So that was yummy, and our first meal that we had at a restaurant other than a train station. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't at a restaurant,
we
but
had
had from a restaurant.
Right.
And then we
And we got to go containers that we've been able to
Oh,
reuse in the
yeah.
microwave.
plastic containers.
Yeah.
And then what did we do? We went for an afternoon walk and just walked around. We can now walk around a little bit to different places without a map. Well, good
Yeah.
amount of places now,
Better.
so that's good. Or at least we recognize places we've been, and I feel like we've covered most of the
Mostly
city.
everything. Yeah.
There's a lot of places we go and we recognize something that we've walked in that area before. And then Saturday we went to Cadiz, which is on the coast. We took the train, which we went and bought our tickets, which were
Picked the
showing
time.
sold out after we got them. We picked a time to go and a time to come back. The town was really nice. We debated about staying there originally versus here, and after that day we were glad we stayed here.
More tourist.
Yeah, more tourists, but not in a good way.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're not American tourists.
No. We did hear English.
They're British.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and then we got, I mean, you kind of run out of things to do, and you got the train ticket back, so we had to sit there forever.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't forever.
But we walked around the whole outer peninsula. There's a couple little forts type things.
Yeah.
We went, they have a nice park along the water, which is the best park we've seen so far. Then we stopped and had pizza for lunch.
Which was really good pizza.
In a restaurant.
Yep.
It was really good pizza. They spoke some English.
A little.
And it was, we shared a pizza, which had 6 slices of pizza. We both had to, of course, buy water. Water isn't free here.
Although you can ask for tap water, but
Sometimes they argue with you, even if
Yeah.
you speak Spanish.
it's a law or something, right? They have to give you tap water.
Yeah, but remember that video said
Yeah, I'm sure
they'll
they
tell
don't.
you it tastes terrible,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they want you to buy water. So we spent $3 on water and $10 on a pizza,
Yeah.
which
It's spicy pizza,
had spicy something on it.
spicy meat,
Yeah.
and cheese. It was really good though, but we were also really hungry.
We were really hungry. So then we walked around.
Walked around, got a Diet Coke,
Oh, we did get a Diet Coke.
walked around.
I can't remember.
Yeah, just a lot of walking around, sitting on the, watching people.
Oh, then we went to the tower.
Oh yeah, went to the tower to overlook the city.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on his phone at the top who wouldn't shut up.
There were only us, the two of us, and a guy up there who may or may not have worked there. And he talked on speakerphone the entire time that we were up there, which is probably 20 minutes.
Well, he did hang up at one point,
Yeah.
but then as soon as we left, he got right back on his phone.
So that
So
was
apparently
fun.
that's where you call people from.
Yeah. But that just gave you a 360 view of
Oh,
the city, and that cost us what, $10 I think to go, for both of us to go up there. And then we took our train back, and we had, oh, there was something that day. Remember Mary, our Airbnb lady, sent me
Oh
a
yeah,
text
the water
saying
went out again.
that the water was out again and was asking me about it, and I was like, well, we're not.
We're in Cadiz.
We're in Cadiz, I don't know. When we got back at
It was fine.
6:30 and we had water. I didn't make great notes for what we did on Sunday. I had groceries.
I'm sure we went to the grocery.
And
No,
the
we
fir-
didn't, because it was closed.
Oh!
Yeah, we had plans to go to the grocery store.
So the first weekend we came, we went to the grocery store on Sunday. It's our little
And it was
grocery
open.
store. It was open, and no one was in there. And
Completely
it's
dead.
normally
It's packed.
a
normally.
pretty busy store. So we went in there Sunday, and literally there was one cashier, the security guard, which they always have, and maybe 2 or 3 other people in the entire store.
Complete opposite United States.
Yeah.
Because usually it's packed on Sunday.
So we were like, wow, we're gonna go every Sunday because
Sunday's
no
the
one
day to go.
comes. Well, we went, we held off on our grocery shopping because we knew it was gonna rain some this week. So we wanted to go on Sunday before it was gonna rain on Monday. And we go down there, got our list, and it's closed. And on the door, it says open 9:30 to 11 or whatever the hours are.
But it doesn't list the days.
It doesn't list days, but after Jason did some
I tried to do some research
investigation.
to see like why we kind of thought, did we dream that?
we go through a
Or did we
portal
think
of
it was
time.
like a wrong day? But then there was something else that wasn't open either. Anyways, it may have been that it was open because of the holidays. I don't know. Or maybe we did go through a portal.
a time portal, but
It's weird.
nothing was open on Sunday.
Yeah.
Even you'd have to drive a car to way out of town to go to like a big center to get groceries. So,
Yeah, there was only 2.
yeah,
Not even that giant store we went to
yeah,
was open.
which we
So-
could have walked to.
It's called the Express that's open. There's 2 of them,
Yeah,
but like 3 miles.
too far. But we had enough groceries, so we didn't starve. But I didn't have any
Yeah.
chocolate items, so that was.
But then we found that store down the street.
Oh yeah, we found a little Asian gun
Asian-
store, and
Well, I guess Asian.
I don't know.
Some sort of person.
Him, her, man,
They.
woman, child, adult. We don't.
Yeah.
We couldn't tell. I got a candy bar and we got some cookies, so I did survive Sunday. I got my chocolate that
Yeah.
night.
And they have lots of potato chips. I didn't buy any.
And then Monday, it was rainy
I went to the Alcazar.
in the morning, and we just kind of hung out. And then it cleared up in the afternoon, so we went to the Alcazar.
'Cause it's
again,
free.
It's free from 1:30 to 2:30 on Monday, so we went back.
It looked the same.
So it was the same. It was more crowded than
and
the
more
day it
crowded,
was nice.
Which is weird because it was raining.
And then it started to rain quite a bit, so we left and came back. And I have no idea what we did the rest of the day. I'm sure we cooked food and.
Went to the grocery store because it was Monday and it was open.
Oh, we
and it was
did.
crowded.
Yeah, it was very crowded.
It was very crowded because everybody can't go on Sunday, so they go on Monday.
And we went to the Mercadona
Yeah.
grocery store.
Lots of old people though.
Lots of old people. It's a different store than we normally go to, which I thought was going to be better, and then turns out I like the original one we go to better. But we got groceries, we ate food.
Yeah, it's a different culture.
Yeah.
They don't really, I don't know, like if you're headed somewhere with your cart, they don't mind to walk right in front of you and or barge right in and sort of push you out of your spot that you're in. It's just the way, yeah, it's just their culture.
Yeah. I got like body checked by a 5-year-old getting off the train yesterday.
Yeah, opening the door on the train is a mad rush to get in.
They won't let you get off.
No one
They're
can get off
coming in.
because you're fighting all the people trying to get on, which is strange because the train could be empty.
Yeah.
I guess you're looking for that great seat.
Because now we know to ride the local train. So the local
Yeah, we did
train,
figure that out yesterday.
You don't have to reserve ahead of time. It won't sell out. It just goes shorter distances. You don't have a reserved seat like the medium distance train. So this is a better route of travel for the future for us. So yesterday we woke up, so Tuesday, and it was not raining, even though my phone said it would be raining, and we just decided there's a town called El Puerto de Santa Maria, about a 10-minute train ride, and it had a castle. So we decided we'll go down there, but we learned the local train the hard way. So we went to the medium distance train because they have 2 different machines. So you have to buy your ticket for the medium distance train out of one machine, and you get an assigned seat, and you pay your money at the machine, you get a ticket. You pay at the local train, you get a card that you can refill. So we bought a return ticket because we're like, oh, the train might sell out, because we've had that happen. For the medium distance train, we're gonna leave at 12:14.
Yeah.
And then we bought a 4 o'clock return ticket. When I'm sitting there, I went back in to check the board because I'm paranoid that
We're on the
it'll
wrong
change
platform.
the wrong track, even though there's 2 tracks they use out of 4.
Yeah.
And the board was showing that the arrival time was going to be like 30 to 40 minutes.
The observation time.
Yeah, which, like, the train, I guess, would be 40 minutes late to get to us. So now we have bought this ticket. Some tickets it didn't ask though, like you can pay more and then you get some of your money back. It was $9 for a round trip for 2 of us to go to this town and back. So we're like, well, we don't want to sit here. We'll just buy a ticket for the local train because it's leaving in 10 minutes. So we did that, spent another $5, and then realized, why haven't we just been riding this train?
It's not as nice of a train. It's more like a metro train versus a train
like
that
a long distance.
Yeah, than the long, where they have bench seats.
Yeah.
This is more like metro seats.
Yeah, like the long distance trains have footrests and a table you can put down, but it's fine. We were going 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we go to the town. We go to the castle. The audio tour was cheaper than it should have been. It was $6 each instead of 10 because they were doing
Working.
It was definitely only worth $6.
Probably less.
The castle was more of a fortress of some sort. It had a mosque at one point and a chapel, but it was not that interesting.
It was okay.
It was fine.
It was something to see.
So we walked around that town. We found a church that had, like, I don't know what type of birds though, or living on top of
those
it.
birds were everywhere. Seabirds.
With the long legs, like storks. They had a nest on top, so we watched those.
They were everywhere though.
We got a drink and some candy.
Diet Pepsi Lime.
Ooh, that was good.
And
the
candy.
Chocolate Fruity.
Yeah.
And then we realized, well, we have a 4 o'clock return train ticket.
What are we gonna do?
And we did walk and looked at there's a river there, so we walked and stood on the bridge. It's really windy. It's not really that pretty.
McDonald's way off in the distance.
Far.
Burger King way off in the distance.
So we decided we would just spend another
Come back.
$5 and only $2 a ticket on the way back or something.
Huh.
And come back early because otherwise we were going to be waiting and walking around.
So $9 lesson.
And the $9 lesson. But it's okay.
But yeah, we would have driven ourselves crazy sitting there.
And the towns all start to look alike.
Yeah.
And I think they're all kind of working non-tourist town. Even Cadiz felt like that, even though it's a tourist town. Like, they've gone into the streets, but
yeah, just old.
Well, you can't tell old from new, really.
Yeah. I mean, I think everything's just so old that they fix it up a little bit, and that's about it. So
then we got back. Did we go to the grocery store?
I'm sure.
We did.
Yep.
Yeah, we went to the grocery store on the way back from the train station.
Yeah.
Because it's on the way. Across from the train station, they have a dog grooming place that has all windows that you can watch the dogs getting groomed. My favorite spot in town.
And the grocery store was completely dead again.
Yeah. And we bought chips and... No, we had already bought chips and salsa. We had to buy soap. You can't find bar
extra
soap.
chips.
Yeah, we bought extra chips. I found bar soap, which was good because you can't really find that. So I found some Dove bar soap and coffee, and then that was it. And
Extra chips, and the chips and salsa are really good.
Ooh, chips and salsa are really good. Guacamole's good, and it's like $1.50 a container.
A little jar of salsa.
The hummus is only $1.10 10 or 15 for a container compared to like $4 in the U.S. So.
But the little bag of chips is.
Oh, it was like this much. It was $1.20.
It's probably about the same by the time you add it up.
So that's been our really thrilling week.
Yep, pretty exciting.
I heard jackhammers.
And still working outside.
Oh, they're digging up the dirt. So.
And still taking quick showers.
Yeah, quick showers. I'm on day 3 of my hair because I couldn't use a hair dryer.
Wearing the same clothes every day. But we do have that washing machine.
We do. It's very small. But you have to worry about if it's going to rain or be sunny because you have to hang your clothes out to dry.
Yep.
But it's fun.
Watching movies.
Yeah.
Playing video games.
And we're going to go to Gibraltar next week. We need to rent a car.
Take the train. To the airport, rent a car.
I'm going to get a hotel. I think we're going to stay 2 nights so we can spend a whole day in Gibraltar. So we'll stay in the Spain portion and walk over the border.
That's what's best.
Yeah, and the hotels are cheaper in Spain than in Gibraltar. And I think there's issues about taking your car.
Yeah, I think so.
So that'll be next week's adventure.
Yep. So until then, what was my name? Jobless Jason.
All I could come up with was
and Lazy Leslie. Bye.